Hi guys, Mama Beach here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to show you an extremely sweet, darling little bag that you're already probably familiar with. And it is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull PM. I have been so curious about this size. You guys know I normally carry smaller size handbags, and I do have a Neverfull MM. I actually have a couple now. I haven't shown you that I recently got another one, but this is the one you guys know I have in the monogram print, and I absolutely love it for when I need to carry a little bit more. If I need to carry a folder or something to my son's school or to a doctor's appointment or a notebook or an iPad, I reach for the Neverfull MM. But on a daily basis, I really don't carry that much stuff, and I've just been so intrigued by the Neverfull PM. The thing that has turned me off about it and why I haven't purchased one until now is I was worried about the strap drop. And honestly, after using it in person, it is pretty short. So we'll go over that in my video, but I'm really excited to add it to my collection because it is just the most darling, sweet little size and perfect for me in terms of a daily carry bag, especially because it is so lightweight and fairly carefree. So I want to show you kind of the features of this bag. I won't go into too much detail. There's a lot of Neverfull videos out there. I want to show you what fits, and then I want to show you mod shots in terms of like how the strap hangs on the shoulder. So there's a lot of videos and pictures out there with it on the arm, and that's how you carry it in a way that makes most sense. But I'm not somebody who carries a lot of bags that way, and I struggled to find pictures of people carrying this bag on their shoulder. So I want to show it here on my channel because I was irritated when I was trying to figure out if it would fit on my shoulder or not. So stay tuned for that part of the video if you're curious like I was before I purchased it. So the features real quick. Canvas bag. It is monogram canvas. It is a textured canvas that makes it very lightweight. We have the untreated vachetta leather here, which you do have to be careful with. It'll get water spots, it'll stain. You can see the straps are starting to turn a little dark at the tops. This I picked up on the pre-loved market, so this is a used item. It's in really good condition, which I was pleasantly surprised by. Just a little darkening here, as I mentioned, and the inside was a little bit dirty, but really not too bad. And I do believe that I heard recently that they discontinued this size. So you can't get it from Louis Vuitton boutiques or online anymore. You have to go to the pre-loved market or the resale market. I guess you could technically find one new with tags somewhere if you really looked. So if you're into this bag after watching this video, definitely go check eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, those resale apps where people are going to be reselling them if you want to find one. Other than the textured canvas and the vachetta details, I mean, it's pretty simple. You have canvas bottom, no feet or anything. You have piping. You have this gold brass colored hardware. You have the vachetta trim around the top. And then when you open it up, this one has the beige interior. It's a pretty basic interior color, but I'm fine with that for the price that I paid. I wasn't looking for anything fancy. And then you have one zip pocket here that has a coated lining. You'll see, especially because the PM has been discontinued and a lot of them on the resale market are older, the pocket peels. It's just a common problem. I don't use the pocket, so I don't care too much. This one isn't peeling, but I looked at a lot that were, so that's something to be aware of. And the thing that I was most happy about when I received this bag is it didn't smell, because a lot of these older Louis Vuitton bags will get kind of like a musty, antique-y odor. This one had it when I received it, and I worked really hard to get the smell out of it. And I'm happy to report, if you do get a Louis Vuitton bag that has that musty, like antique store odor, you can get it out. I have done it. So I'm gonna link that video below of where I talk about like odor elimination and the different things that I tried if you're curious. So let's go over what fits in this little bag. So of course you're gonna be more limited than you are in the MM or the GM size. You're not gonna fit a full-size laptop in here. It's just not gonna happen, where you might be able to do that in an MM and a GM size bag. So let me show you what it looks like with my 9.5-inch iPad Pro. That definitely fits just fine. So if that's something you need to carry, it will fit. I also have here an e-reader, a little Kindle. If iPad fits, this will certainly fit. I'm gonna throw it in here so we can see how it all fits in there. And I have an organizer in here. It's by Clover Sack. This is my Emma 28. The Emma 25 size actually fits better in this bag, but I crammed the 28 in here because I really wanted the sides to be expanded when it was empty so I could show you guys the shape. I have a kind of a mid-size wallet here by Coach. I'm gonna slip in the organizer. I have my big glasses case. I have my umbrella, and I have a hand sanitizer and my car keys, of course. I also have this large size pouch here. I'm gonna try to fit this in there, but I feel like it's gonna be a little tight with all this other stuff. Well, it fits. And you could even fit more. I mean, it's getting pretty full. You could throw some headphones on top of that, or another couple pouches if you had some other pouches you want to carry. I mean, it's a small size bag, but it's a tote. It's gonna hold more than a crossbody. It's gonna hold more than a satchel probably by comparison for the size, because it is a tote and it's so open and it's kind of a big bucket for your stuff. So this is what it looks like full. It's pretty darn heavy with those electronics in there. Let me show you a couple of mod shots of how it looks on the body, hand carried, arm carried, and shoulder carried. Okay, here's what it looks like carried by hand. I know a lot of people carry it this way. I don't know that I find it really practical to carry handbags that way, but hey, if it works for you, go for it. This is how the arm carry looks. You can see that is probably the most practical way to carry this bag. You still have your hands kind of free. The way the strap drop is, it hangs at a nice height below your arm. You can even cinch the sides in if you want it to look even smaller, if you're carrying it this way especially. And then let me show you what it looks like on the shoulder. It is doable. You can do it. It's not terribly comfortable. It's really in my armpit, like right up in there. If I was wearing any type of clothing that would impede my arms, like a coat, a sweater, a sweatshirt, this is definitely not gonna work. With summer attire, yes, it will work in a pinch if you needed to. And honestly, I've been carrying it this way and it hasn't really bothered me a whole lot. A lot of times, if I'm in the grocery store, then I'm gonna carry it on my arm. And then when I go to pay and I wanna have my hands free, I just slide it up on my shoulder to get it out of the way and do my business. So it's definitely doable, but like I said, not a lot of space here. Maybe an inch, inch and a half. So if you're somebody that has bigger arms or who lives in a colder climate where you're going to be wearing a lot of coats and sweaters, I might stay away from this size if you're somebody who likes to shoulder carry. Okay guys, the last thing I want to show you on this video is a side-by-side comparison between the PM and the MM sizes, because I think that might be helpful for some people. I know it was helpful for me when I was trying to choose between sizes. So this is the MM, this is the PM. You can see there's a pretty large size difference here. It's not like you might be able to do one or the other. You're either going to be an MM person or a PM person. The strap drop, you can see the difference here right away, like a 3-inch size difference on the strap drops. It's definitely a pretty marked difference between the two. It's a big jump. I feel like between the MM and the GM, the jump isn't quite as big in size, but definitely between these two sizes, it's a pretty big jump. So just be aware of, if you're not that familiar with Louis Vuitton and you're looking at Neverfulls, be sure you know what size you're getting, because I can imagine if you're just looking at pictures online, you might buy something thinking you're getting a big old tote bag and it comes and it's this size and you're really confused. Just make sure, if the seller doesn't specifically say what size it is, you ask them to measure, because you don't want to end up with this if you're really looking for this, because that would be a big bummer. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed my little video about this darling little Neverfull. I really think it's just the sweetest, cutest thing. I absolutely love it for my particular needs because I don't carry a whole lot. Even all that I showed you earlier that can fit in it, I would never carry all that on a daily basis, but I wanted to show you guys what fits. And I think it serves its purpose in any collection. If you're somebody who can deal with the strap drop issue, I think it's a really sweet bag. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate all the love and support here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will. I cover all different kinds of brands, from contemporary to luxury designers. So if you like handbags, I hope you will come back and join me on my channel for a future video. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.